Okay, guys, I'm going to show you a lot of books that I got. Even though I said I wasn't going to buy more, but I did. And I got some books for review. So the first thing, I had to get this, and of course I buy a lot of used books, so I get them pretty cheap. But You by Caroline Kepnes, I really want to read this because it's through the mind of a stalker, and everybody says it's good, so I really wanted to give it a try, but I did get it used because that doesn't bother me, so I could get it cheap, and I can't wait to read this. I think it's going to be very, very good. The next is Where Rainbows End by Cecilia Ahern. It says, sometimes fate just can't stop meddling. And I think I got this through Book Depository. It's that pretty. I didn't realize it was going to be like that pretty. It's really pretty. I think why it makes it more pretty is because it has like that matte, kind of like cardstock cover. And I don't know, I kind of thought it sounded good because just this alone, Rosie and Alex, best friends or soulmates. I don't know, I just thought it sounded interesting. A magical connection remains, but can their friendship survive the years and miles? I don't know, it sounded good. It just sounded good. And of course, then they send, these have been very popular lately. I've been seeing everybody getting them. So it's like your coloring book. And then this seems to be what you get all the time too, this Australia thing. I'm not really sure what's up with that. And I also got this, which you'll see in my wrap-up, the Siren by Kira Cass. I got this from the Book Depository so I could have it in paperback, and I'm just glad that I bought it because I really enjoyed it. And another coloring book, bookmark, and the Australia bookmark again. Like I said, it just seems like I've gotten that Australia. I think I've got it like 3 or 4 times now. Alright, the next is The Last Mermaid by Shayna Abe or Abe. I don't know how you say her name. But anyway, this is a replacement. I did have this and I gave it away because I thought I wouldn't end up reading it. Because I was trying to make room on my bookshelves. Because over here, this is all homeschool stuff. And now I have like some of my books here. Other books I've had to put in tubs for the moment. But I thought I wouldn't read this, and now I'm like really enjoying mermaid stories again. So I got it again. It was like dirt cheap though. So I think it's like 3 different stories, 3 different times. Like 531 AD, 1721, and 2004 about mermaids. And that's why I wanted it. I thought that would be fun. I don't know why I gave it away. And I got another one of her books, which was The Smoke Thief about dragons. Because once again, I had it and I gave it away. But I've been enjoying books about dragons. So here we are. Here we are. Got it again. The next one I just found out about. And it's called His Majesty's Dragon. Temeraire, I guess, is the series. This is book 1 by Naomi Novik, and it is aerial combat with dragons. And like I said, I've been enjoying the dragon thing, and I had to have it. I just think it sounds very interesting. So the next is, I've been wanting this for a while, so I got it. It's used. It is The Assassin's Apprentice by the Farseer, not by the Farseer, part of the Farseer. Is it a trilogy or is it a series? I can't think now. By Robin Hobb. And I cannot wait to read this. It's about a bastard son of a prince and how he's treated. It reminds me of, what is that show called? I haven't watched it. It's like Mary Queen of Scots. That's show that's out, and I can't. Rain. That's what it's kind of reminds me of in that aspect, as this guy is like kind of an outcast in a way because by the royal family because he's a bastard. But obviously there's magic. Yeah, like blood runs with magic skill. So there's magic, and I don't know. I cannot wait to read it. The next one is because I got, I think it was an eBay box I don't know how many years ago, that had some of these in it, and I finally decided I was going to order the first book. I think I have the 4th, 5th, and 6th book, and this is the first one, so that I can start that series. And it's Merlin's Legacy, I think is like the series name. Daughter of Fire is the name of this one, and it's by Quinn Taylor Evans. And obviously there's some romance. I hope it's not like the freaking cheesy stuff, but it very well could be. But there is magic involved as well. I think possibly this has to do with daughters of Merlin. I think. I don't know whether they're really truly daughters of him or daughters because they do magic. I don't know. It says secret daughter of the great sorcerer Merlin. So I don't really know if they're all going to be like blood daughters or if it's because they're daughters by magic. I don't know. But I want to try this and see, since I had the 4th, 5th, and 6th book. The next is Rose of the Prophet by Margaret Weiss and Tracy Hickman. This is volume number 1 of The Will of the Wanderer. And once again, this was a book that just sounded interesting to me. It's fantasy. It's an epic tale of the Great War of the Gods. Right there, you've got me. There's a princess, there's a prince, there's prophets, there's evil, there's magic. I had to get it. These are all used, so just buy all the books because they're used. Daughters of the Witching Hill, Mary Sherratt. I'm not really sure. I don't even remember what any of these are about, other than they're about witches. Once again, I got on a kick. I think this has to do with witch trials, and that's the reason why that I got it. Another thing that I enjoy reading about. So, that's why I got it. And the next one's about magic too. City of Dark Magic by Magnus Flight. I had to get it. I don't know if this is witches or if this is just magic. I don't remember. It's about Prague. I don't know. There's a time-traveling prince, a 400-year-old dwarf. Heck yes. Whatever it is, it sounds really good. I don't remember what anything's about. That's awful. Innocent Darkness. This is the Ether Chronicles. This is book 1 by Suzanne Lazier. I don't know. I can't even tell you what this is about now, but as you can see from the cover, that's why I bought it. Anything to do with steampunk, I grab because I really, really enjoy steampunk. And this, I don't think, will be any different. I think I will love it. There is something to do with a blood sacrifice every 7 years, so this will be a little different. But I can't wait to read that. The next is The Thinking Woman's Guide to Real Magic by Emily, I can't read it, Emily Croy Barker, because of the sticker on the front. Once again, as you can see, it's got magic involved. I don't know if this is witches or if this is just magic. I really don't know. A fairy tale gone incredibly wrong, a magician, so maybe it's just a magician and not a witch. I don't know. Magic is the thing right now, as you can tell. The next is Exquisite Captive by Heather Demetrios. This just sounds really good. I think she is like a genie, but in here I think it's called a djinn. She's like a survivor. She's stuffed into a bottle, sold by a slave trader, that type of thing. I just thought this sounded fabulous. I had to have it. And I don't think this one I bought used, or did I? Maybe I did. I don't know. I remember it not being that expensive, and I think that's why I bought it. Now this one, I did pay a little money for. It was $15, but I really, really wanted it. Once again, $15 for a paperback is outrageous. It blows my mind. But I did it. And I think I bought it from Australia on eBay. It is by Margaret Atwood, and it is Eating Fire. It is selected poetry from 1965 to 1995. I really wanted this book. I couldn't seem to really find it anywhere, and it was expensive most places. And I wanted a paperback, and then I ended up finding it. It was $15 on eBay from Australia. But I thought, you know, I really want this in my collection. This is one that I actually think I will keep. Most of my books when I read, I do give away. I do. But there are some books that I just want to keep, and I think this will be one of them. I just think that I'm really going to enjoy it. Plus, I mean, look at the cover. I love the cover to this one. There's other covers, but this one I really, really like. The next one I cannot wait to read. It is Terry Brooks' The Magic Kingdom of Landover, Volume 1, which has Magic Kingdom for Sale, sold, The Black Unicorn, and Wizard at Large. So it's got 3 books in it, and I cannot wait to read this because if I can remember correctly, this guy either buys the land or inherits the land, something, and he finds out that he has to lead this land, be the ruler over this magical land, and he knows nothing about magic or about fantasy or anything. So I can't wait to read this. I think it's going to be really good. The next is Retribution Falls by Chris Wooding, another fantasy book. As you can see, it has an airship. That's pretty much the reason why I bought it. Rogues, Heists, Misadventures. That's what it says on the back. Yes, very much. The next book is one that I did not order. When Crickets Cry by Charles Martin. I actually bought the first book to this one. Avarian Resplendent is what this one is, which has Arrows of the Sun, Spear of Heaven, Tides of Darkness by Judith Tarr. I bought the first book, which is Avarian Rising. Okay? I got this book. They didn't have a book to send me in the same condition, so they refunded me. But I did end up finding Avarian Rising used for a few cents more than the one I would have gotten. This I'm probably not going to read. It doesn't sound like anything I would want to read, so it's probably just going to get given away. I don't remember much about this, and I really don't want to read this because I don't know if it will spoil the first 3 books for me, so it's fantasy. That's all I can say. The next books are ones that I received for review. So let's see here. The first is from Penguin Random House, and it is Smoke by Dan Valletta. I'm not really sure. But they sent a bookmark. It is coming out May 24th, 2016. So they sent me a bookmark, and then they sent me this. It was so cute, so cute. Empor and Expor, Beasley and Son, Deliveries to the Crown. And it's a little tin can of candy that has in here, Dear Reader, do enjoy these sweets today. We hope you find them as irresistible as Dan Valletta's magnificent new novel, Smoke, May 24th, 2016. It's got this little card in it. And then inside, it's got some silver-wrapped candies. Yeah, you got my attention right there with the 10. I don't really care about the candy. But the 10, caught my attention. But although this is an ARC cover of this, which personally, I kind of like this cover, but I feel like it's missing something. But this book sounds fabulous. Something to do with smoke pours from people's bodies if they're wicked or if they've done something bad. Heck yeah! That right there caught my attention right off the bat. So this is one that I definitely want to get to sometime soon because I think that sounds really, really good. The next one is from Penguin as well, I think. Let me make sure. Yeah, Penguin Random House. It is I Let You Go by Claire McIntosh. This will come out May 3rd, 2016. And I can't remember what this is about. Something to do with a woman who loses her child in a car accident or something. And then, the police are having to try to find out what happened because it was a hit and run. But it's like a mystery. So, I don't really know. I don't really know much about this, but it's another one that I'm going to be very interested in. And I love the cover because it's like that buttery feel. The next was sent to me by someone on, by the author, on Library Thing. It's Fade Out Smile by Casey Renee Kaiser. She's the one who sent it to me, and it is a book of poetry. And I actually can't wait to read it because, it looks interesting to me. It looks kind of it's bright pink. I like the artwork. I love the look of her. So I'm hoping I'm going to enjoy the poetry. The next is one that was sent to me. Adulthood is a Myth, a Sarah's Scribbles collection by Sarah Anderson. And this right here, her shirt and the title are like that velvety, not like like the fabric. I mean like velvet fabric is what it is. I can't wait to read this anyway, because as soon as I found out I was getting this, I was so excited because it's like this, and like I was looking at different reviews for it, and some people had some of the actual things on there, and I was reading it, and it is hilarious. I love it. I can relate to it, and I'm so excited about reading it. So that was it. That was a long video of a bunch of books. So I will see you guys later.